Oh, it's a shame that this hugely entertaining test match, curtain raiser for a big series between two great sides, has unfortunately been marred by weather for the first 3 days. All we've managed is 160 overs or so over the course of 3 days. That's already effectively a day's play lost. We could have had 270. So, where does this game stand? At stumps being called on day three after weather interrupted play once again after tea. Only 5.1 overs more could be bowled. England are 11 without loss. They trail India's deficit by 70. So let's go to VVS Laxman and Ian Bell and figure on ESPN Cricket for Matchday where this game's headed. Belly, come on now. You don't want the weather coming in to save the English blushes at this point in time.
A bit of positive. Like the English rain saving England for the time being. But look, I think the openers, again, under a little bit of pressure, weren't they, in that session there? India coming out, hunting wickets. And to be fair to the two guys there, Burns and Sibley, they dug in there and got them through to an early finish. But yeah, we hope that this English weather, the sun will come out at some point, because like I said, this test match is poised in a really great position for an exciting couple of days.
Yeah, I can only imagine if they were 25 for 2, even in those 4 or 5 hours after tea, how whether that would have changed the mood. But Belly, since you know these conditions, realistically, there's not a good forecast tomorrow. What are we going to need to actually get a result here? Is this looking likely to go to a draw, or are we far from getting to that conclusion yet?
Well, look, depending on how much rain. I mean, I know the forecast isn't amazing, but again, I don't think, looking at the batting conditions and the strength in the bowling attacks, I mean, again, there's plenty of time yet for a result. That is for sure. And I think through the pattern of this game, there has been partnerships, but as soon as you get one wicket, that's followed by two or three, and that kind of always hunting for that, like, bang bang, and taking wicket in clusters. So look, anything's possible, certainly in these conditions. And again, if the overheads are right and the lights are on, it doesn't take a long time to get wickets. So look, I still think there's enough time to force a result.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in a position where all three results at the moment are still possible.
Yeah, the forecast for Sunday is much better, Lakshman, than it is for Saturday. And all of a sudden, could it very well come down to that first innings lead that India managed? They'd be telling themselves right now, this is our game, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you see the way the game stands, definitely India is in the driver's seat. There's no doubt about that. And the reason why I say that is 95 runs is a substantial lead. And when England won the toss and batted first, and they ended up getting only 183, you can understand how important that lead is from India's point of view. But it's all about taking those early wickets and getting as soon as possible Joe Root on the crease, because if anyone can save England from losing this test match, it is Joe Root, because he's the one who looked in total control as a batsman. Other batsmen, yeah, Johnny Bairstow got a start, but other batsmen look very susceptible against the moving delivery. And India has got four quality fast bowlers, and all of them looked in great rhythm. So it's all about getting Joe Root to the crease as early as possible, and then I'm sure that India will fancy their chances.
I know it's a tough question to really answer, but if you have to, for the sake of speculating, if you have to guess how many overs do India need to get 10 more English wickets, what would you think? Lakshman, can you give me an answer on that?
Well, in this innings, seeing how the wicket has behaved in the second innings, I would say at least 90 to 100 overs. I
Yeah.
think we will. It won't be realistic to bowl them out in probably 60 or 70 overs, like probably what happened on the first day. So I think 90 to 100 overs is what India will be looking forward to, because there will be times when the batsmen of the skill set of Sibley, Burns, who love to occupy the crease, will take their own time without the scoreboard ticking or moving. So you have to show that patience, and there will be suddenly a spell where you get two or three wickets, just like the way India got the breakthroughs post lunch on the first day, and just like the way Jimmy Anderson did yesterday. So I think 90 to 100 overs is a realistic time frame when India can bowl this English batting lineup.
That's very interesting. Not that my opinion counts for anything, Belly, but Lakshman's giving the English batting a lot more respect than I would. 90 to 100 overs for the Indian bowlers to dismiss them.
Well, if they bat for 100 overs, I'll be very, very happy man. That is for sure. But yeah, I like that. That's good positive thinking for England. But yeah, it's yeah, it'll be interesting again. This is where we talked a lot, and you listened, don't you? And the experts talking a lot about this test series. It's all going to be the top order, the top five, top six. Which team can score the most runs at the moment? When you've seen these 2 days now, the India batting lineup has played well and the tail has wagged. So yeah, it's fascinating to see this ton of Test cricket. I think, like I said, I don't see it being many draws through this series at all. The way the bowling lineups are and the way the batting is. So Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, the weather won't get in the way of what could be a fantastic Test match.
Yeah, well, in all seriousness, let's not forget England went with the extra batter in this game. They bat deep. It may very well turn out to be a decisive selection as weather plays a part on these last 2 days. Ian Bell, VVS Laxman. Unfortunately, that's all we can really discuss with no more play on day 3. So let's pick up the conversation as this Test match rolls along. Keep an eye out on the weather forecast in Nottingham on day 4. If we get some cricket, we'll obviously be here on ESPN Cricket for Match Day to look back at it. And let's hope that, as Ian Bell and VVS Laxman point out, this is a great Test match, and we do have enough play to get us to a result. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.